And welcome back everybody to episode 54 of our Arevaci campaign on the Total War Rome 2 with the Divide et Impera mod. Hope you guys are doing well today and you're ready to get right into this. Get it out of the way. I'm sorry about the missing upload for this episode on Monday. I just wasn't feeling like it, but I'm back and we're gonna get right into it. And I hope y'all can forgive me if you enjoy this series. I just got busy that day, just couldn't really record. But yeah. Where we last left off, we're up here in the north kicking ass. We've got our four armies. They're split right now. The two up here in the north, deep in Gaul, are securing and making new tribal allies as we get rid of all that remains that was against us. But they are now, once we've now secured the north, our friends have it pretty handled right now. We're marching south to recover our troops and defend Lebanon and link up with these two forces here as they've got a lot on their plate with the Nervi and I want to say there's another army somewhere. I think we killed it. I know we fought a army here, but I didn't think we killed all of them. There might be another Nervi army. But either way, that's what we're dealing with, along with this one coming down. And they do have our flank right here, which we should probably go spy on that eventually. If we have a spy? Yeah. So we'll have him go check that out. See what the Rutini are against. Now, elsewhere, we're moving... Oh, this army is actually positioned in the center to aid Tarraco or Acrylum if it needs it. Because obviously we're at negative 90 public order there. Something's about to happen. I'm sure another uprising. But with that being said, let's do a quick overscan to see if we can maybe... This is Rabilos. Rabilos is a really good general. I don't think he's good enough, though, to replace anything and make it more expensive for us. Especially since we have barely any soldiers in that area. I would send him south, but we kind of need him up there. That's one benefit we have is a lot of our troops are very cost effective. And that's the way we really want to keep it, honestly. Yeah, that's... I'm not seeing too many options other than getting better cavalry eventually. But we're rocking a really nice standard for our armies. I'm probably going to keep it that way. Let's head. We're upgrading there. That'll finish next turn. We're facing -5 here. Events, culture, taxes, slaves. That's fine. Okay, we've got those going. 4 public order and 3 squalor. You can handle the squalor. Public order, on the other hand... Culture, taxes, slaves. You've got a lot of slaves. Jesus. Upgrading that might actually be a bad idea. But I really wanna. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Bring some more money into us. Alright, but I think this is all we can do for this turn. So I'll see you guys on the flip side. Hey guys, and welcome. Nothing happened over the intern sequence here, and I guess that's a pretty blunt forces. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep doing it this way as long as I've got the time to, where I cut out the interns, because they do take forever. We're going to do rally the... Nah, it doesn't really matter. We're not getting any armies. The Namtees have gone to war with the Swabi. The Namtees are going to die. I think they've got a navy lying around somewhere. Yeah, right there. And I think that's it. So the Nervi have moved that army into the forest there. This one's still kicking, protecting Brigarte from what it looks like. They are cut in half almost. The Swabi seem to be getting the upper hand, but I'm not too certain at the moment. We're going to keep marching our troops down south. And yeah, they're going to stick together until they get into their own land and maybe cut this army off.
Thirsty for battle. Ready for orders.
Speaking of cutting this army off,
Ready for
get rid of the rebels here.
warriors all.
Now that would put us in.
Thirsty for battle.
Crush the rebels real quick. We are within their zone of control, I believe.
Ready for orders.
We're going to stack it up right here. And hopefully they'll pull back. Yeah, you're taking attrition, so pull out. There you go. So they're replenishing, and they're getting positive public order. There's a huge Nervi fleet there, but we're going to keep an eye on it and not do anything. I do feel like this is definitely a waste of money, this army here, but I'm not too sure what we could do with it. With Acrylum, actually we're going to pull it back here. Never mind, I lied. I know what we're going to do with it. I think we're going to move it here. We might go for Massalia with that army if it's undefended. Meanwhile, we did do that. Construction was completed. The public market. We're at negative 18 public order right now. 9 from characters. This lady here. I think that's it, actually. Wow, she is a bitch. Jesus. Taxes, slaves, culture differences. Alright, well, we're just gonna have to deal with it. Suck it up and move on. She will die when, they'll die when this fleet dies, which might give us a good reason to risk. Oh, they might not actually be able to hit us. Oh, we're gonna take attrition though. Shit. Well, learn our lesson here. All this is attrition. So we'll pull back. Not enough manpower there. Well, learn your lesson. That's darker water than what looks like. I want to keep these army tip top. There is not any soldiers in this region, yeah. Looking around. I really want to invest in more infrastructure, but we don't want to increase the problems. No, sorry about that if y'all could hear that. Also, don't know why this is not showing up anymore. It's a weird bug. Happens with Rome 2 all the time. Yeah, see, you know, we just don't have the stability to get any of that right now, so we're going to stick to just ending turns and waiting to crush this Nervi army before this one aids them. Hey y'all, and welcome to the winter of 229 BC. So nothing happened over the intern, as always. Killing off 2 enemies really, it's really softening the blow right now. All we have to deal with is the Nervi, and they're being real, cautious, to say the least. And that damn D.E.I. Navy is taking attrition now. So hopefully the agent issues we're having down here should go away within the next 2 turns. That being said, let's keep marching our armies. Ooh, I'm glad there's nobody here to fight. I didn't realize that they didn't get to go that far. Now the Nervi are still a serious threat. Where did that army go? Okay, so that army is... Oh, I think it pulled back, actually. Interesting. If that's the case, we might want to cut the Nervi off from retreating. But I don't necessarily think that they're gonna try and run. They're just gonna hold here for the winter. Which might mean it's not worth trying to attack them outright. But definitely waiting and hitting them if they do is a good idea. We're chasing that navy. All is quiet everywhere else. It's interesting. Rome's not pushing on us, I assume because they have bigger issues elsewhere. Allowing us to focus on the Nervi and really wrecking the north now. I really wish we could get more armies though. It's what we need. We've got the money for it, thankfully. Yeah. Yeah, these are just really turning into quick in-turn timers because I don't really want to build anything too much because our public order can't take it. Like, especially over here, Jesus. 16 from buildings. Oh, there's no more characters in here. Culture, taxes. So buildings is what's causing us trouble. 3 public order from this. Is there anything else we can get that provides better public order? Does not look like it. That provides a banditry decrease. You give 8 public order. We'd lose a little wealth, but I think we need it. Get negative from there. Let's go. Oh, it's cool. We get some local units. This is a good region, but definitely suffering from it being so built up. Well, guys, looks like we're gonna have to just keep ending our turns here. There's nothing going on right now. It's really interesting. Usually this is cram-packed with decisions that take the whole episode, but yeah, I'll keep seeing you on the next one. Hey guys, back at it, and we had a child die. Well, that sucks ass, but also down here, the Rutini did lose their navy to a Roman army, actually. That is not a navy. That's terrifying. Interesting. I'd really love to use this army to push the Nervi's city of Massalia, but I think we should wait. Over here, our troops are moving in mass. Keep them together. Bingo. We're going to cover the exit. So we've now stopped them from leaving. They are now encircled, and I think, honestly, we could probably engage them with what we've got. Yeah. 'Tis a sad day for this army. They got cornered and defeated. And no casualties. No major casualties. Oh, Segovac's leveled up here. Let's go for the public order boost. And yeah, melee defense. And the Vicious leveled up as well. Oh no, the army did. More Unrelenting Force level 3. Very nice. So all these, we now have a solid frontline territory pushing on Nemos. Ah, hello. Interesting. They're going for what looks like Lebanon. Or Lebanon. Who are you at war with? Rutini. Okay, you're at war with them. You're at war with them too. Okay. So our maybe our Western allies up here can help settle the difference with that army, but no guarantees. We're gonna need to march north as soon as possible. Probably have to retake Lebanon or Lebanon. Rather not, but let's get rid of the Nemnites or Nemantes. Sorry, this is turning into what seems to be a rather boring episode of campaign movements. I did think we were gonna get a battle, but we destroyed the Nemnites or Nemantes. Doesn't really matter how you say them, they're dead. There you go. Oh, and the general leveled up too. Let's get... What is even worth it? I guess that, and then that. And we're going to have him sail back up to Bertigala. The Nemnites agents are also dead, and Gaul, or not Gaul, Iberia is looking a lot cleaner. Their agents are gone other than the Nervi and the Roman agents, but that is it. We have cleaned Iberia of the scum of all those agents. Thank the Lord that we got through that. Okay, slaves is no longer an issue here. So what we're gonna do now is turn on breeding games. And hopefully we can start turning that down. Public order should be going up in some regions now. That's beautiful to see. Kind of worried about that Roman army, but we have an 18 stack garrison at Taraco, and that's a 16 stack army. We might be able to push with Rabilos.
Ready for battle.
I wonder if we should get better warriors. I don't know. See, the thing is, we lose man. Well, no, they're still sitting at. They're sitting at the same amount. 213 compared to 124. That would take some time, though. Who is overall better? You guys are better on the offense. Tell you what, let's get rid of 2 of them.
Are you ready
There
to
we
do
go.
your duty to the tribe?
Get 2 higher tier warriors for now, and we're going to slowly maybe try and filter that in through the other armies. Let's end our turn again, and next turn we're going to push on Nemosos if we get the chance to, and defend Lebanon. Hey y'all, and welcome back. So, some intriguing stuff is going on. The Nervi are bringing their armies to bear. They've got 3 here within our range alone. Massalia, though, we can see is open. And we're going to continue our push with this army here, led by Rabilos and his newly acquired Celtiberian heavy infantry. We've seen these guys in action. We know they're good, and they'll be a nice little boost to that army. Over here, however, the Nervi have their main forces. They retook Cinnamon from the Swaby, which is actually kind of nice to kick the Swaby out of this region. Maybe one of our allies can take it. Which, speaking of, let's go ahead and set a war goal on that. Maybe one of our allies will crush it. It shouldn't have a garrison. It's got a little bit of a garrison. But that's a full stack. There's a full stack. Maybe the Swaby can come over and help as well. Don't think that army can hold. Unless this one turns around, which it doesn't look like that. It looks like it's going to turn around and it's going to head for Brigarte to replenish. But they didn't try and take Limonum, which is going to be their loss. Because I think we're going to...
Ready for battle.
I really want... These 2 forces need to pull in.
Move out. Ready for battle.
So they're replenishing, they're replenishing. So what we're going to do is switch it up.
For the tribe. Thirsty for battle.
Where is...
For the tribe.
So this guy here... We definitely don't need you anymore. Well, you're reinforcing. These armies are reinforcing.
Ready for battle. Ready for battle.
That one's normal. So is this one. So, Nados will lead the charge. Everyone here should replenish.
Thirsty for battle.
We could get another mercenary here. But I think we should be okay.
Warriors all.
So everybody's going to replenish, and then we're going to march on the Mossos with the full might of the Arevaci. Now, looking at this, we get better cavalry here. But public order takes a shit. We're sitting at plus 23 right now, 22 because of characters. So all of our generals is what's affecting us right now. So get rid of that 22 military crackdown faction. It would actually be quite the different story. 6 sanitation per region. That's very nice. Taking Nemosos will give us another area to aid in that public order growth. Over here, we doing alright? Our slaves are sitting at a -1. So we're going to go back up to breeding games. Over here, that was implemented and we're now sitting at +1. Alright. Public order is in the positive, I think, in all regions except this one. Which we're switching up the edict now. So, that is the update. We're going to send our spy behind enemy lines, see what they got. So it's these three armies. Massalia's undefended with a decent garrison, but we will try and take it. And hopefully we can take Nemausus this episode as well. But I'm going to see you guys on the flip side. Hey guys, and welcome back. So, some big news happened over the end turn. Over in the east, our allies Ptolemy's Egypt, they have completely subjugated what remains of the Seleucids. They are now the satrapy to them, and I don't actually know how much. The Seleucids only own one piece of territory. Wow, I did not realize that. Well, either way, they're now satrapy of Ptolemy, and Ptolemy is the dominant power in the east. With strong allies, and me in the west over here, Rome is looking outnumbered. The tables have turned on our enemies. That is a shit ton of agents. Wow, I'm glad I'm not over here. That looks ridiculous. It really does. Alright, moving over to the west where it's a little cleaner and prettier. Gonna march this force here and lay siege, hopefully. Yep. We lay siege to Massalia. Now let's get ladders and some rams. And we'll assault that within the next episode. And over here, it does seem they are pushing on Limonum. And our allies did attack Cinnamon, but they lost. Unfortunately, that garrison did hold. But maybe this one can take it if they get there in time. But for now, we need to divide our armies. Okay, this one push on Nemausus. Oh, there is a new army there actually, but it is nowhere near as high class as these others. It's a garrison army. Interesting. So we will still lay siege. Oh, hello, wait a minute. I lied. There is still some pretty decent units in there. Okay, so that's going to be a strong battle. They're going to need aid. This army can get here to aid Limonum in its defense. This army... Ooh. This is gonna hurt, I think, but what we're gonna do is merge these troops here. Grab him. March that way. They're gonna march up here. So we've split our armies off again in the hope of protecting Limonum and taking the Mossos. So we will besiege that out. We're besieging Massalia, and we're gonna have this navy come around here and probably dock. Actually, we might want to sail it around. Nah, we'll keep it over here. We're gonna sail it to right there, and we're gonna put it on patrol in the next few turns. But let us go ahead and end one more turn. I believe we're going to get in this episode. Sorry it's been kind of boring. I do hope you guys are as happy as I am, though, that this campaign is finally really turning around for us. And we are now going on the offense. Hey, y'all, and welcome back to the last turn that we're going to get in for today's episode. So, over the turn, we did lose, sadly, Taximagotus. He was a general over here. And we've actually emplaced Osnoxus, the High King. He will patrol the last little bit of his land for as long as he can until he eventually retires. Which he's sitting at the ripe old age of 62, so it should be any minute before Divisos takes over and Vidonos becomes the heir. Speaking of heir, we're going to give him some good traits while we're here. No, not that one. We'll have to fix that. Morale is always a good idea. But over here, they didn't actually push. We did suffer attrition just a little bit, but not much. And this army has set up a fortification over the river, which is clever. Excuse me, sorry, I hope y'all didn't hear that. It's clever, but we should be able to beat it, especially since they are sick. and taking attrition. Yeah, they are out of supplies. With that being said, let's actually complete today's objective and let us take Nemosos. Well, it's going to be a costly victory, I have a feeling. Aggressive. And there we go. The first army took casualties, but not too bad. Let's go ahead and occupy. And there we go. We have secured Aquitania with a tier 3 building here that gives gold talents, lots of wealth. This food building here will probably need to be destroyed. Now the question is this worth it? 8 wealth from all commerce, 800 wealth from commerce, 10 gold talents, 30 gold talents, 310, 6 public order. Or we can turn it to lead. How interesting. I think what we're going to do is do the deep mine shaft, because we're getting a lot of industry from that. I don't know, Nemosos is pretty influential when it comes to expenses compared to the other 2 settlements that are making absolutely nothing. Turning this to that might actually be a bad idea. Tell you what, we should maybe get rid of this building here, because they're gonna suffer food problems no matter what. So destroy this, and we're gonna get a religious building going to hopefully help with the massive public order issues going on. That army is definitely weakened, so that one needs to take the forefront, and we're gonna level up that. But there we go. Nemosos is ours. The Nervi have been kicked out of Aquitania, except for this little army here, fortified. But we now have a very solid front line, which, with us taking Massalia, should put us at the advantage here. Which, we can do that right now. Now, the question is, do we occupy it or do we liberate it? I think we should liberate it, because we really don't want to be on borders with Rome. There we go. Nakia is now our newest ally and the member of our growing league. We've got 4 in the north, 3 in the south. How are you doing today, my friend?
I am honored to receive you. We Greeks are a realistic folk, and will
Yeah, sure. I'll pay you 5,000. We've got plenty of money.
You have a good mind in your skull.
So there we go. We now have a Greek ally. And Nervi have now pushed back to the north. They only own what you see here, which is still quite a bit of territory, but it is nothing compared to what they used to have. Our biggest concern now, once we start pushing the Nervi out, is for sure going to be Rome, as they do own a lot of territory, but they're at war with basically everybody. So that should make it a little easier for us. Plus, we've got 2 buffers there between us and Rome, land-wise. Navy-wise, Rome is just not pushing us, which is really good to see. I was really worried that they were going to stomp our ass when I saw how good they were doing. But I think I am running out of time for today's episode, so what we're going to do is do a quick scan of our kingdom here, see if we can upgrade anything. More than likely, we won't be able to, as we should probably convert that, honestly. Yeah, this is not a recruitment region really for a long time, so switch it over. I'm sure we won't notice it. Honestly, that's the best building to do it. That's the best religious building we have. I think we're going to switch it over, especially here. That'll give us a lot of public order, which we can use to keep making this our wealth and food center, because it really is our food center. Actually, no, Terra Incognitas is. How interesting. We got a lot of fisheries. Well, that's good to know. I thought the other 2, I thought these 2 lower regions were. And actually, with all this being said, I wonder if it's worth moving our capital to Tarraco. I mean, that's cool. I was just reading that, sorry. We're sitting at a lot of negative public order, but I honestly think Tarako is where the heart of our empire should be, and that's what we're gonna do. Tarako is now the heart of our empire, the heart of our kingdom. So, with all that being said and done, we finally have our capital where it used to be and where it should be. I think I'm going to call today's episode here. We've secured Nemosylis, we've secured a new ally at Massalia, and the Nervi are on the run in the north. Today's episode was kind of slow. I'm really sorry about that with no pitched battles, but we are pushing the Nervi out, and this campaign is going smoothly as ever. And if you've enjoyed it, and if you've enjoyed our sort of underdog taking to where we're now back at it and we're actually leading pretty aggressively with only our real threat being Rome left, and the Nervi are surrounded and hopefully on their way out. If you've enjoyed all this, like and subscribe as always. Stay tuned for more episodes. I will be maintaining the normal schedule. Just Monday was a slip up. But either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Hope you guys are having a great week and a great Thursday. This has been Spartan, signing off.